Hello students, here is the video of lesson number 13, changes physical and chemical, means physical changes and chemical changes. Okay, even some more changes are also explained in this lesson, but the main changes which we are going to learn, they are physical changes and chemical changes. In the beginning, two questions are asked. What are the causes of the changes occurring in our surrounding? हमारे सराउंडिंग में जो कुछ भी चेंजेस होते हैं तो उनके कॉजेस क्या है? तो इसके लिए हम आंसर ऐसा भी दे सकते हैं कि एज वी आर बिकमिंग मोर एंड मोर मॉडर्न बाय दिस इंडस्ट्रियल सेक्टर, then IT sector. Okay, day by day we are constantly harming and polluting our mother nature, means that is environment. Is it correct? And due to this pollution and industrialization, our surroundings are changing vastly. अपना जो आसपास का एरिया है, जो सराउंडिंग है, वो बहुत बदल रहा है ड्यू टू द पोल्यूशन एंड इंडस्ट्रियलाइजेशन. ओके, तो उसकी वजह से और क्या क्या हो रहा है? Rarely we see the natural vegetation around us in the proper urban areas due to this modernization and industrialization. इतने सारे changes दिखाई देते हैं. Okay, all these are the causes of changes. Then what is meant by, second question is there, what is meant by man-made change? Which are these changes? Okay, man-made changes कौन से? Okay, the changes which take place due to the human beings. Now, what are they? What are these? Then construction of roads, then construction of bridges, okay, construction of houses, and many more things are there. Where for which we say development. Those developments are all nothing but the man-made changes. All right. Then moving to the next point, observe and discuss. What changes have taken place in the material seen in the following pictures, and what kind of changes are they? Okay, in 6th standard already you have learned some types of changes. Okay, here now in the first picture, here salt is shown, and when the salt is mixed with water, it dissolves in water. Is it correct? This is the change seen there. Then in the second picture, we see that the piece of ice, okay, is getting melted and turning from solid to liquid. Then number 3, the seed is germinating, it is given out the whitish part, okay, for which we say plumule or radicle and plumule, but here only one is shown, we are not sure, but the seed is germinating, we can see. Number 3, the milk is boiling. Number 4, the firework, okay, it is giving out heat and light. Then in the next picture, the wood is burning, okay, which gives out light and heat. In the last picture, the firework, okay, it is bursting, exploding, we can say, okay, which gives out sound energy, light energy, heat energy, isn't it? All these changes are taking place. Moving to the next point, which points will you consider while classifying the following changes into two groups? A fruit falling from a tree, a rusting of iron, raining, lightning, and electric bulb, and cutting vegetable. Okay, इसमें क्वेश्चन क्या पूछा है? क्या which points will you consider while classifying the following changes into two groups? Okay, तो अगर ये इनका अगर देखा, फ्रूट फॉलिंग, रस्टिंग ऑफ आयरन, तो इसमें नेचुरल एंड आर्टिफिशियल, ओके, ऐसा हम लोग कर सकते हैं. अ फ्रूट फॉलिंग फ्रॉम अ ट्री, इट्स अ नेचुरल चेंज. ओके, रस्टिंग नेचुरल, ओके, रेनिंग नेचुरल, लाइटिंग एंड इलेक्ट्रिक बल्ब artificial, cutting vegetable artificial. Okay, like these two types of changes we can consider. All right. Then moving to the next, can you tell which of the above changes have occurred of their own accord or naturally? The same with the naturally कौन से fruit falling from a tree, rusting, raining, Okay, these three changes occurred naturally. We have previously studied some examples of changes. Means last year we have studied changes like the ripening of a fruit, spoiling of milk occur naturally. Okay, जैसे ripening of fruit mean यानी फल पिकने. Okay, spoiling of milk, दूध का खराब होना. Okay, all these are the natural changes. These are called natural changes. Can you think of other examples of such natural changes? Many are there already. Last year we have learned very many changes which are natural. Is it correct? So germination of the seed, natural change. Okay, ऐसे बहुत सारे एग्जांपल दे सकते हैं जो नेचर की वजह से होता है. Rainfall, natural change. Okay, then what changes have you seen taking place in the materials in your surrounding? Okay, what changes have you seen taking place in the materials in your surrounding? अपने surrounding में जब कोई changes होते हैं तो material में क्या क्या changes होते हैं? Okay, then if the material is made up of iron, then it's rusting. Okay, ये तो general है और commonly which is seen. Even the if some some fruit parts or some fruits, if they are lying in the house for more time, then it gets rotten. Okay, ये भी natural change है. Okay, material में change होता है. Okay, कुछ चीजें खराब होती है. Okay, कुछ चीजों का डिकम्पोजिशन होता है. Okay, पेपर पीसेस आर देयर इफ दे आर रिमेन इन द सॉइल, in touch of soil, then they get rotten. The next point is there. Let us learn about changes in greater detail in this lesson. Okay, some more information we are going to learn from this lesson about changes. Can you tell point is there? We see many man-made materials in our day-to-day life. For what purposes are they produced? Okay, कुछ man-made changes है यानी खाने की चीजें वगैरह जो बहुत सारी shops में मार्केट में मिलती है. Okay, even many of the things which are available in the market, all are man-made things. Okay, they are used by us in day-to-day life. The question is, for what purposes are they produced? All these materials, they are produced for our luxury and for our use, isn't it? Next, many changes such as sharpening a pencil, baking bread, cooking food are useful to us, and these are therefore called useful changes. Okay, अगर क्वेश्चन आता है what do you mean by useful changes, then this is the answer for this. Many of the changes, कौन से है? Sharpening a pencil, baking bread, cooking food. Okay, all these are useful to us. Means what? In short, we can say that the changes which are done by the man and which are useful to us, which are useful for the human beings. Okay, all such changes are called as useful changes. Okay, next point. The changes that are not useful for or changes that do us harm are called harmful changes. Okay, जिन changes की वजह से और जो changes हमारे लिए useful नहीं है, okay, और उनकी जिनकी वजह से हमारा कुछ नुकसान होता है, ऐसे changes को क्या बोलते हैं? Harmful changes. Okay, या तो वो हमारे कुछ काम के नहीं है, नहीं तो उसकी वजह से हमारा कुछ नुकसान होता है. Such changes are called as harmful changes. Okay, remember these two changes, useful changes and harmful changes. To the right side, here is your brain power is given. What kind of change is a falling of a tree in a storm? Okay, during storm, when the tree falls down, then what type of change it is? Naturally, when now it is not expected by us, then naturally it is a harmful change. Okay, वो तो useful नहीं हो सकता. Then number 2, what kind of change is the conversion of milk into yogurt? Okay, तो yogurt हम लोग अपने फायदे के लिए बनाते हैं. So it is a useful change. Okay, so moving ahead, think about it. Now, can you now classify the natural and man-made changes you have listed as useful and harmful changes? So far, we have studied certain types of changes. What can you tell about two of these, namely bursting of a balloon and ripening of a fruit from the point of view of their duration, that is the time they take to happen. Okay, here first question what is asked, can you now classify the natural and man-made changes? Okay, you have listed as useful and harmful changes. Okay, जो हमने natural और man-made changes में जो हमने देखा था changes, okay, उसमें से कौन से changes useful हैं, कौन से harmful हैं? Okay, अब ये ripening of fruit, it is useful change. Spoiling of milk, it is harmful. Okay, spoiling अच्छा नहीं है. Okay, then falling a fruit falling from a tree, अगर वो ठीक तरह से अगर मिलता है तो देन इट इज यूजफुल, अगर वो गिरने के बाद अगर वो खराब होने वाला है तो देन इट इज हार्मफुल. रस्टिंग ऑफ आयरन हार्मफुल चेंज, रेनिंग यूजफुल चेंज, लाइटनिंग एट इलेक्ट्रिक बल्ब यूजफुल चेंज, कटिंग वेजिटेबल्स अगर उसमें अगर हमारा फायदा है तो यूजफुल चेंज. ओके, अगर वो उससे नुकसान हो रहा है तो हार्मफुल चेंज. ओके, इन दिस वे we can categorize the changes, right? After that, next is asked, so far we have studied certain types of changes. Okay, up till now 4 types of changes we have seen: useful, harmful, then natural and artificial. Okay, these 4 changes we have seen. Next question is asked, what can you tell about 2 of these? कौन से bursting of a balloon and ripening of a fruit. Okay, when we consider these 2 changes, bursting of a balloon, the process gets completed within a fraction of seconds. Okay, and ripening of a fruit, it requires the period of days. Okay, according to the view of duration, how much time they take. Means we can say that this is a bursting of a balloon is a slow process. Okay, and ripening of a fruit is a bursting of a balloon, it is a fast process, quick process we can be called, and ripening of a fruit is called the slow process. Okay, because it takes more time. Then the duration of the bursting of a balloon is far shorter than that of the ripening of a fruit. Means balloon for bursting it takes very small time, hardly some part of the second, but the ripening of fruit takes long duration. Changes that take place in a short period of time are called fast or quick changes. जो changes वो प्रोसेस पूरी होने के लिए एक थोड़ा सा ही टाइम लगता है, शॉर्ट पीरियड, ऐसे चेंजेस को क्या बोलते हैं? either fast changes or quick changes. While changes that take place over a long period of time are called slow changes. Okay, जो changes होने के लिए ज्यादा टाइम लगता है, okay, ऐसे changes को क्या बोलते हैं? Slow changes. Okay, let us move ahead to the next point. Use your brain power. Give some examples of fast and slow changes that occur in your surrounding. Okay, lightning. During the rainy season, when the lightning strikes, it takes hardly some time, so it is fast change. Slow change होने के लिए decomposition of the material, it takes more time, so we can call it as slow change. Okay, like this many more changes can be given. Have some fun. Okay, this activity is given, all of you have to go through it and complete the activity. करके देखो, बहुत simple है, घर में कर सकते हो. Okay, बहुत अच्छी है. Then next, can you tell? Can you tell activities there? Number 1, you made a link from the glass piece. How will you change the shape of the link to give it its original shape? In the above activity, you have prepared a toran, okay, of bangles. Now the question is, if you want to give its original shape, then how it can be given? Then again the process by which you have given shape or you have prepare the toran, by reversing that process or with the same process you will have to give its original shape, means by using heat. Okay, if you heat the bangles or the joints, again it can be given its original shape. Okay, but is it possible? Okay, it is hardly possible, means only for some parts only or only some of the pieces only will be possible, or else it is hardly impossible. ओके ये हो नहीं सकता, ये वापस नहीं कर सकते हम लोग. ओके एक बार उसका शेप चेंज कर दिया, दैट्स ऑल. ओके या तो नहीं तो वो टूट जाएगा, नहीं तो कुछ हो जाएगा. देन नंबर 2, how will you restore the original candle after melting one? Okay, once you prepare the candle, sorry, once you burn the candle, then after melting, whatever the wax melts, okay, and it changes its shape, it takes some different shape, then is it possible to restore its original shape? Not possible, isn't it? Okay, melting some wax and obtaining the original solid wax again is something that we can do repeatedly. Okay, the changes that can occur in a forward and reverse direction again and again are called reversible changes. Okay, यहाँ पर क्या पूछा है? The what information is given? Melting some wax, कुछ wax melt करना and obtaining the original solid wax again. Okay, if the candle is burning, okay, the wax which gets melted, it after melting some of the wax which gets collected downside, okay, again it turns into the solid state. Okay, so the solid state wax after melting, again it gets converted into again solid. Okay, this process can be repeated many a times. Such type of changes, which changes? The changes which occur in the forward and reverse direction, and they can be repeated again and again. Such type of changes are called as reversible changes. Okay, जो changes एक बार change हो गए उसको वापस ला सकते हैं उसी ओरिजिनल फॉर्म में, ऐसे changes को क्या बोलते हैं? reversible changes. Suppose one more example can be given. Water can be converted into ice, ice can be converted into water, and this can be done many a times. Such type of change is called as reversible change. Some more examples are given. A ripe mango, however, cannot be transformed back into the raw mango. The very nice example is given. Once a fruit gets ripened, it cannot be transformed, it cannot be changed back again into the raw mango or raw fruit. Then for this, what we can say? It is non-reversible change, or for that name is given irreversible change. Okay, जो change reverse हो नहीं सकता, ऐसे change को क्या बोलते हैं? Irreversible change. Wood cannot be obtained from the ash formed on burning the wood. Okay, एक बार लकड़ी जल गई, from that way, if once ash is formed, the ash cannot be converted into the wood. So these such type of changes are called as irreversible changes. Can you tell? Here some questions are asked. What comes after daytime? Naturally night time. What is the next stage after sunrise? Then the total day duration of the day, and then sunset. Number 3, what comes after a high tide in the sea? Then for that the opposite is low tide. Then 4th question, a bird sitting on a tree flies away. For this, is there any fixed action for this? Nothing is there, because the bird can go anywhere. Then number 5, flooding. After flooding, nothing. We are not sure about it. A meteor streaking across the sky. Even about this also we are not sure what can happen. Okay, so about first 3 activities which are given, we are sure about it. that after daytime, nighttime is there, after sunrise, sunset is there, after high tide, low tide is there. But of these number 4, 5, and 6, we are not sure about these three. Okay. So on considering the above examples, we find that some changes occur again and again after a definite interval of time. Such changes are called periodic changes. Okay. These first three changes means daytime, nighttime, sunrise, sunset, high tide, low tide. Okay. All these we are very sure about it that after some specific period, the daytime is going to get over, then nighttime is going to start, a sunrise, sunset, all these activities we are sure. Such changes are called as periodic changes, means the changes which takes place or which occur again and again after a definite period, definite interval of time. Such changes are called as periodic changes. Okay. On the other hand, it cannot be said for sure when certain changes will recur after one occurrence. Even if they recur, the time interval is not fixed. Such changes are called non-periodic changes. Here, once again, I want to focus on these three activities. Activity means number 4, 5, and 6. A bird sitting on a tree and flies away. We are not sure that again when the bird will return back. Is it correct? Even about flooding also we are not sure. Meteor striking also we are not sure. Okay, such changes about which we are not sure about their time interval, about their recurring of that same activity, such changes are called as non-periodic changes. Okay, जिनका कोई period fix नहीं है, ऐसे changes को क्या बोलते हैं? Non-periodic changes. Now let us move ahead to the next point. Use your brain power. Which type of change is the change of seasons from summer to rains to winter? So for this change we say season change. Okay, from summer season to rainy season, from rainy season to winter season, again from winter season to summer season. This type of change is called as season change. Okay, and it takes place after a specific period. Then number 2, which hands of a clock show periodic changes from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. and how many times? Okay, from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Then seconds and minutes hand, they show periodic changes. Okay, even the hours hand also. Morning 6 o'clock, it comes on 6. Again in the evening 6 o'clock, again it comes to 6. Okay, so hours hand, it completes one rotation, right? And the hours hand, it completes 12 rotations. Okay, and seconds hands, we'll have to make the calculation for that. Okay, let us move ahead to the next point. Observe which of the changes shown in the picture alongside are temporary. Okay, अब दूसरे changes आ रहे कौन से? Temporary changes, permanent changes. Okay, see the pictures now. Ripening of the fruit, it is temporary change or permanent change? It is permanent. Then effect of magnet on the pins, it is temporary. Then turning of the bird into flower, it is permanent change. Then turning of the ice cube into water, it can be called as temporary because again it can be reversed. Okay, so which of the changes are permanent? Already we have discussed. In which of the changes did the original matter undergo a change? Okay, ऐसे कौन से changes है जिसमें original matter which gets converted into a permanent change. So the fruit, ripening of the fruit, then flowering of the bird. Okay, these two are permanent change. Okay, which cannot be returned back or which cannot be brought back. Number 5, in which of the changes was a new substance with a new property formed? ऐसे कौन से changes है? Ripening of the fruit. Okay, in this only the new substance is formed, that also with new property. Okay, a raw fruit and ripened fruit properties are much different. Then in some of the above examples of changes, the properties of the original substances remain the same, that is their composition remains unchanged. no new substance is formed, such a change is called a physical change. Okay, तो ऐसे जो कुछ चेंजेस होते हैं, कौन से चेंजेस, जिसमें चेंज तो होता है लेकिन उसकी प्रॉपर्टीज चेंज नहीं होती. ओके, जैसा ये मैग्नेट और नीडल, आइस एंड वाटर. ओके, उसमें प्रॉपर्टी चेंज नहीं होती, ऐसे चेंज को, लेकिन चेंजेस तो होते हैं लेकिन उसकी प्रॉपर्टी चेंज नहीं होती, ऐसे चेंज को क्या बोलते हैं, फिजिकल चेंज. Okay, then next, the change due to which one substance is transformed into another substance having new and different properties is called chemical change. ऐसे चेंज को क्या बोलते हैं, केमिकल चेंज. पहला एग्जांपल, the raw fruit gets converted into ripened fruit. Such type of change is called as chemical change, जिसमें उसके प्रॉपर्टीज भी चेंज हो रही है. ऐसे सब्सटेंस, ऐसे चेंज को बोलते हैं केमिकल चेंज. Then next, let us recall point is there. First question is there, what processes occur during the change of state of matter? When any change takes place, then what processes occur in the state of matter? Now already we know that there are three states of matter generally, which we know. Okay, solid state, liquid state and gaseous state. So whenever any change takes place, the solid substance gets converted into liquid, liquid gets converted into gaseous state, or vice versa. Means gaseous to liquid, liquid to solid. Okay, normally these changes we see. Number two, what happens when water is taken in a bowl and heated? We know it, when the water is heated, the liquid gets converted into gaseous state, means the water gets converted into water vapors. The process of formation of vapor from a liquid is called evaporation. Okay, this we know it. Okay, okay, ऐसी उस प्रोसेस को क्या बोलते हैं, evaporation process, turning of a liquid into gaseous form or its vapor, that is called as evaporation. Then drying of clothes, formation of salt from sea water are possible due to evaporation. इस इवापोरेशन प्रोसेस की वजह से ओनली, ओके, अपने जो कपड़े होते हैं, ओके, धोने के बाद उनको सूखने का जो होता है, वी पुट द क्लोथ्स इन द sunlight. Okay, so due to the heat of the sun, the water which is present in the clothes get evaporated and the clothes get dry up. The second thing, formation of the salt. Okay, the salt pans, and in geography you must have studied about it. Salt जो तैयार होता है from the sea water, the sea water gets collected in the salt pans, then later on it remains there for some days, and in that period the whatever water is there, the water gets evaporated and only salt remains in the pan. Thus that the same salt is collected and then it is sent for further processing. So it is also possible only due to evaporation. Then we have studied some processes that are a part of the water cycle. Which are these processes? Do the original properties of water change during those processes? Previously, we have learned about the processes of dissolving, boiling, melting. They are all examples of physical change. Okay. Even so, whatever the properties are there of the water, in many of the changes we see the water changing from solid to liquid, liquid to gaseous form. But in all these, do you think that the original properties of the water changes? No. The original properties of the water remains unchanged. Okay. In all the process, maybe the process of dissolving, maybe the process of boiling, maybe the process of melting. Melting means ice to liquid, water. All such changes are called as physical change. Then which of the following are physical changes and which are chemical changes? Making a table from wood, it is a physical change क्योंकि उसकी chemical properties change नहीं हो रही है. Burning wood, now it is a chemical change. Okay. Then breaking of a glass, physical change. Then ripening of a tomato, chemical change. Rusting of iron, it's a chemical change. बाहर से चेंज होना और अंदर से चेंज होना. ओके, जो बाहर से सिर्फ कुछ चेंजेस होते हैं उसको बोलते हैं फिजिकल चेंज, और जिसमें वो सब्सटेंस अंदर से भी बदलता है उसको बोलते हैं केमिकल चेंज. उसकी केमिकल प्रॉपर्टी चेंज होती है. One more activity is given, apparatus, evaporating dish, sugar, burner, tripod, etc. All this much you have to take. And then for doing activity, what procedure is given? Take some sugar in an evaporating dish. कुछ sugar लेनी है dish में. Place the dish on the tripod and heat it. Observe the changes taking place in the sugar. Stop heating when a blackish substance is seen at the bottom of the evaporating dish. What kind of change does the above process bring about? Okay, very nice activity it is. Everyone should do it. And maybe for a knowledge purpose, it is very important so that you will understand exactly what is sugar made up of. Take some sugar in the evaporating dish, okay, and heat it. After heating it for 3-4 minutes or 5 minutes, okay, you will find that the whitish sugar, it turns into a blackish substance. Okay, what is that blackish substance? Now we know that when any substance turns black, means what is it? In that, what is present? Carbon is present. The blackish substance is called as carbon. Okay, from this only we understand how much carbon is present in the sugar. Okay, and just after, when it gets cool, okay, try to take the test. Okay. Next process, next point is there, corrosion. Okay. When an iron article rusts, a reddish brown layer forms on it. A greenish layer is seen to form on a copper article. This process is called corrosion of metals. Okay. ये जो हम लोग रस्टिंग बोलते हैं, okay, ये रस्टिंग उसके जैसा ही है ये. Okay, that is called corrosion. When the iron article rust, okay, iron article का rusting जो होता है, normally we see it, okay, generally everyone of us we know it, a reddish brown layer, okay, जो तैयार होता है उस पर. लेकिन when any copper article gets rusted, okay, on that greenish layer is seen on that article. Okay, this process is called as corrosion. उसको क्या बोलते हैं? Corrosion. उसकी वजह से क्या होता है? What are the effects of corrosion? Things become weak due to corrosion. Okay, whatever the articles are there, the objects are there, they become weak due to corrosion. उसकी ताकत कम हो जाती है. How does this corrosion takes place? Corrosion is caused by oxygen, moisture, vapors of chemicals in the air. Okay, तीन बातें उसके लिए इफेक्ट करती है. एक, oxygen which is present in the air, number 2, moisture which is present in the air, and number 3, vapors of chemical. अगर कोई केमिकल MIDC वगैरह केमिकल फैक्ट्री के आसपास अगर रहते, वहां पर अगर केमिकल्स की अगर वेपर्स आती है, तो नेचुरली इट अफेक्ट्स द कॉपर आर्टिकल्स. ओके, एंड इट क्रिएट्स corrosion. Then to the right side, your point is given. Do you know iron articles are given a thin coat of zinc to prevent corrosion? Okay, ज्यादातर लोग ऑयल पेंट देते हैं. Okay, mostly you must have seen around your house also, at your house also, if the objects of iron are there outside the house, they are fixed. Even your gate is there, compounds or some other things are there. Okay, then they are painted with oil paint. Okay, the reason is to prevent them from the rusting process. Okay, लेकिन one more process is also there which is present, that when any zinc coat is given on the iron articles for the purpose of preventing corrosion, okay, this process is called as galvanization. उसको क्या बोलते हैं? Galvanization. Okay, so mostly in the market also many of the articles are present. They are called as galvanized articles. Then copper and brass articles are coated with tin. Okay, ये आयरन को किसका कोट देते हैं? जिंक का. उसको बोलते हैं गैल्वेनाइजेशन. कॉपर और ब्रास को किसका कोटिंग देते हैं? टीन का. दिस इज कॉल्ड एज टिनिंग. ओके, गैल्वेनाइजेशन मतलब जिंक का कोट एंड टिनिंग मतलब टीन का कोट. Then in this age of technology, a new process called powder coating has been developed. Coats of various colors are applied on metals like iron and aluminum. They prevent corrosion of the metal. Nowadays, due to the improved technology, many more things are available in the market. Okay, this is one of it. पाउडर कोटिंग। ओके, पाउडर कोटिंग से भी उस पर अच्छा एक कोटिंग तैयार किया जाता है, ड्यू टू विच द आयरन डज नॉट कम इन कॉन्टेक्ट ऑफ द एटमोस्फियर, और वी कैन से ऑक्सीजन एंड मॉइस्चर, एंड ड्यू टू दैट the rusting of iron is avoided. Here this side, always remember point is there. While classifying changes, we take into account only one criteria at a time. However, a number of different criteria can be applied to the same change. Okay, it is not the case that when any example is given, then that example should be seen or thought only in one direction or only for one change. Okay, behind this some more different changes also may be there. Okay, or more than one. So all those changes must be thought, and the criteria can be applied. Next exercise is there. Okay, all of you go through the exercise, solve it. Okay, here the lesson is over. I will come with the next video with next lesson, lesson number 14. Till the time, thank you.